Hello, I'm Commander Wiggy B. This is Elite Dangerous version 3.0.4. Another couple of minor patches have rolled by, and the power plant piracy mechanic is still broken. As a result, I've been spending my time investigating and optimizing other methods for disabling and looting ships carrying low temperature diamonds. This video is going to discuss two of those methods, and builds on what has gone before. If you haven't seen my 3.0 piracy update, then you should find a link on screen now. The first method was new to me and was kindly suggested by Commander Kel Sertolio through Inara chat. I haven't used Inara for messaging much, so it was actually 2 weeks before I noticed the post. Many thanks, Commander, and my apologies for butchering the pronunciation of your tag. Anyway, this is a variation on previous methods, but is highly effective due to some rather unexpected NPC behaviour. As you can see from the background footage, we're in an agricultural anarchy, and I have a tasty T9 in my instance. As usual, we want to get the target's attention early to stop it jumping out, and then to take down its shields. In contrast to previous strategies, the next stage is to take out the frameshift drive. Once that's dead, strip the ship of all its weapons and point defence turrets. It needs to be completely defenceless for this to work. Once everything has been knocked out, let the target flee for a few clicks. Its frameshift drive will still be dead, so it isn't jumping anywhere. Now give chase, and rather surprisingly, the ship will suddenly surrender and come to a dead stop. You're now free to loot everything inside the target without any difficulty. Because the ship's not trying to escape, you can sit with your cargo hatch facing it. This makes limpet flight time very short. Looting is now limited by how fast you can get items out, rather than by travel time. I find that using an external view is also useful. This makes it easy to count the number of containers exiting the cargo hatch, and time the release of your hatch breakers. Now before I move on, I want to discuss some issues with this method. The most obvious one is that you must knock out a large number of ship systems, especially for a T9. On a low-ranked NPC, this can be very difficult to do without destroying the target. For this reason, I always start with the point defence. These will kill breaker and collector limpets if left in place. If it looks like taking out all the weapons will destroy the mark, I switch target to the drives and then bump stop the ship. This usually leaves it spinning, so shield tanking the weapons isn't a problem. I briefly considered fitting a repair limpet to mitigate this issue, but I'm simply too greedy and would rather have the cargo space. The second issue is related to the 3.0 update. T9s now carry significantly more cargo and spawn more regularly. As such, it makes sense to pirate in a larger ship. My Python has been sidelined in favour of an Anaconda, and I'm intending to upgrade to a cutter shortly. Taking out a T6 frameshift using a large ship is extremely difficult due to issues with manoeuvrability. Shield tanking or bump stopping therefore remains the preferred way to loot small ships. Finally, wings. I have a statistical sample of 1 for this problem, but it's something to be aware of. This evening, I was in a wing with another commander. I disabled a T9 and started looting. While doing this, I called over my wingmate. The moment that he dropped in, the T9 boosted away and jumped, even though I disabled its frameshift. I'll keep looking into this and report back any findings in a future video. These problems aside, this is now without a doubt my preferred strategy. Thanks again, Commander. Now on to the second topic for this video, an improved method for bump stopping. Previously, I've had significant trouble bump stopping ships. This was primarily due to difficulty in working out the precise trajectory of the ship, so that I could get in front of it. If the target was moving fast, it was also quite likely that bump stopping would do large amounts of damage. The solution to both these problems is to fit a single, small, fixed cannon with the force shell special effect. The beginning of the heist works as normal. Interdict, disable and disarm. Once this is complete, switch to a fire group with the cannon set as the only weapon. This is important as it removes confusing clutter from the targeting system. Let the ship drift away while its shields come back up. This gives you an initial idea of its direction. Set your heading directly in line with the ship and give chase. Avoid a collision using vertical thrust rather than pitching. As you pass, switch to FA off and spin. Turn FA off back on and come to a halt. You should now be pretty close to dead in front. Your thruster trails can be used to provide a quick check of this. Thanks to Commander Two Fingers for that idea. Now shoot the ship with the cannon until it's either moving much slower or has reversed its direction. In this case, the second shot was enough to send it flying slowly away from me. Notice that its shields are also holding strong. I originally tried this with 2 small and 1 large force cannon and almost lost a T9. It took 4 pips to engines and constant boosting to catch it. 1 cannon is enough. Next, select a module that is close to the centre of the ship. The power plant is usually a good choice. Use the chase and flip tactic to get roughly in front. The red module indicator and orange aiming mark can now be used as an accurate gauge of the ship's trajectory relative to your position. Be careful though, this only works when you're at a dead stop. The orange marker is your direction indicator. If it is below the red marker, then move down, etc. After each adjustment, make sure you come to a halt to check progress. Once you're happy that a collision is imminent, flip 90 degrees and take the impact on the flat upper surface of your ship. A little down thrust at this point also helps reduce rebound. With practice, 2 or 3 attempts and less than 5 minutes will be all you need to get the ship travelling below 10 meters per second. As the ship is close by, looting should be much faster than for shield tanking, making this a very viable tactic. Most of my piracy now uses a combination of these 2 methods presented here. They're both challenging to do and satisfying when mastered. Okay, so that's it for this video. Please do leave a like and a comment if you enjoyed it. If you hated it, please let me know why. If you try either of these techniques, I'd also be keen to hear your thoughts and suggested improvements. There's always room to learn in this great game. 07 Commanders, and fly naughty. Wiggy B, out.